discouragement is the source of problem behavior. He was telling me about this woman named Lynn Locke. So she's giving a workshop on basically how to be encouraging. And Adler thinks that that's really huge, because the opposite of that, which I think is what we're talking about tonight, is where, you know, all of our problem behavior comes in. We start losing hope, we start losing courage, and then we start running.
Faith begins it. I mean, faith is actually, it's like tapping into something that's got power. If there's all this energy within me and I tap into it, it's like I drill down and, oh wow, I hit the wellspring.
All of you guys have heard of 7 deadly sins, right? Initially there was 8 deadly sins. From research I found despondency was the 8th deadly sin. And Pope Gregory did not like despondency, because those days they were trying to minimize the amount of information that gives, because about 90% of the people were illiterate, right? So he said, can we remove this and keep things simple to the number 7, because number 7 was a big deal in Europe.
It says a man came from Jerusalem to Jericho, and it says that he was beaten, stripped naked, robbed, and left for dead. Now, has anyone ever felt like that? But in your spirit, because when your spirit dies, that's when despondency hits. The human spirit is an interesting phenomenon, but the human spirit with the Holy Spirit is undefeatable.
Strength and power to survive with one, which most of the time, why I don't believe most it's a sin, it's not because you have little, it's because you don't really know what you have. You kind of, hey, that's all I got, and it's more have to do, I feel the gift is there, just use the one you have.
And he says, you are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world.
I love how I've been in therapy for about 3 years, but she would say things similar to what my therapist would say, but just say it differently and from her own life and experience, and just in a way that helped me remember it.
And I always listen to people, but then I always had 2 or 3 rebels. When I came to this, there was no rebel. You just come here, sit down, and come heavy with your weights, and leave home feeling bad.